Hey there, half-assed travelers. Well, you've arrived in Moab. You're all set up in your campsite. You got your Jeep. You got your best gal with you. Now what? Now what do we do?
We're gonna go out and explore.
That's it. There is so much to do here. In this video, we're gonna be showing you just some of the things that you can do in Moab when you've got a Jeep and a traveling and adventurous spirit. So
Yes.
Stay tuned.
Hey there, I'm Rose.
And I'm Dan, and we are the Half-Assed Travelers. Today we're going to be heading to a medium to moderate to easy trail. Yeah.
Which one is it?
Chicken Corners. Now, we did part of this trail last year. We made it all the way out to the Catacomb Rocks, and we're going to be stopping by the Catacomb Rocks too, because they are on the way. We're right now near Cain's. I think it's Cain's Campground. And we are airing down the tires, as you can see back there. We got this neat little octopus system to air them down, which is pretty cool. So we'll air them down on the way in, then we'll stop here and air them up on the way back.
Right.
So, are you ready to go?
Heck yeah.
Yeah, it starts off in this great canyon, and then we're gonna be out climbing up to a great overlook, and then down into some sugar sand and some adventure. So, let's go. We start out at the Cane Creek OHV trailhead on this gravel road that's gonna take us into the first canyon. You can see no guardrails here. This is a trail not for the faint of heart. And if you have the opportunity to take your tops off, you get rewarded with some amazing views of the canyon tops and these rock formations. They're gorgeous. Along these first two canyons we're going to be traversing, there are a lot of interesting places to visit, places with names like Tombstone Rock, and the Funnel Arch is here. There's also a birthing scene petroglyph rock. You can see down into the canyon there. This one we can actually go down into in the second canyon. You got to be careful. These roads are 2 lanes. Remember, there are people coming out, and you can see that this road is capable of handling RVs. So if you have an RV, this is an option for you. There are campgrounds. As you traverse the canyons, you'll see these pull-offs for campgrounds. Look at how steep those ledges are. This is one of our favorite trails in Moab. These formations are just beautiful. That's the Captain Ahab High Masa trailhead parking area. Some of the canyons open up when they get full sun. It's a good contrast, shaded sections and the sunny sections. And again, you gotta look up every now and then, otherwise you'll miss these formations. Now you'll see we're coming into an area where there's the ledge campgrounds. There's ledge A, B, C, D. This is one of our favorite formations in between the ledge campgrounds. And you can see there's a Tesla there. This part of the trail is accessible by regular 2-wheel drive sedans. Another campground there, another campground there. Lots of opportunity for boondocking. The stars out here at night are gorgeous. Now when we arrived, it had rained the previous day, so it was this large kind of puddle there, but it was no problem getting through. And it looks like the Tesla made it through as well. No issues there. And then you can see there's a Class A RV out here. Now granted, this one has a little bit of an off-road kit, a little bit of a lift, but look at that view from that campground. Gorgeous. And then this was Memorial Day weekend. We were surprised that there weren't more campers out here. It's amazing. Here's where the Cane Creek and Chicken Corners trails kind of diverge. We're going to take the Chicken Corners trail, and it's here where you're going to start needing more of a high clearance vehicle. 4-wheel drive is recommended. But you could get up here in like a Subaru Outback or something like that. We didn't see anything that difficult. Now this area that we're going up, we're just testing the capabilities of the Jeep on our way up. This was an optional ledge. You could get around this ledge, but we just figured we'd test out the capabilities of Ruby, and she performed in a stellar fashion as usual. Now we're climbing up out of the canyon, up toward Hurrah Pass, I should say. and we're passing a bunch of interesting rock formations, and we're able to start seeing down into the valley that we had just left. It can get a little bit scary for the passenger looking down as you're traversing those ledges, and then there's other places where there's rocks on both sides. Look on the top of this ridge, all those balancing rocks up there. You could spend hours just looking at these rocks and seeing the different formations. Don't worry, Rose, your back's gonna be okay. It's not that bad. Now we're at the top of Hurrah Pass. We spent a lot of time up here just hiking around. You go out to the edge, not too close to the edge, but out to the edge, and yeah, looking down on both sides, you've got these beautiful formations. Look at that. Not for somebody who's afraid of heights, though. Definitely not. It's really a stunning view and worth the drive coming up here. You can see Ruby is kind of dwarfed by the majesty of this place. That's the valley we just traversed. That's Cane Creek. And we're doing a little more exploring than we did the last time we were here. We're kind of going out to see if there's any other viewpoints. You can see we're getting a little distance away from the Jeep. And here comes Rose. She's looking out for rattlesnakes. More beautiful views from this side as well. Just a gorgeous landscape. And here I am taking a break on the rocks. Yeah. Now we're going to head back over to the Jeep. Rose doesn't want to go. She's like, no, I want to stay. We briefly interrupt this trail riding video to show you the payoff here at the top of Hurrah Pass. Yeah, this is the first of the 3 highlights of this trail. Hurrah Pass gives you great views of the valley, as you saw, and now look behind us. Those are the Potash Ponds behind us. Beyond that, Thelma and Louise Point and Dead Horse Point State Park, which we're going to be getting a closer look at because I think Chicken Corners is right over there.
We're going to go all the way over there?
Yeah, that's where we're headed, over there across the Colorado River, which is flowing here. That's the destination.
Thank goodness I brought lunch.
I know, it's a good thing. Make sure you bring lunch. That's a half-assed tip. All right, you ready to move on?
Yeah.
Let's do it. When you come up to Hurrah Pass, don't forget to take a look to the west because you'll be rewarded with these beautiful views of Potash Ponds. We're going to be seeing a lot more of those views and closer up as well. The trail going down the other side of Hurrah Pass is a little more technical, I'd say. Again, just a regular stock Jeep, no problem handling it. Probably a Subaru Outback, no problem. You're definitely going to want 4-wheel drive here. Look at those rock formations. And it does get a little close on sides, so you want to be very careful. And if you need a spotter, make sure that you've got them out there looking for you, because you can see you get kind of close to the edge at points, but that's nothing compared to when we get to Chicken Corners. If you look up there, you can see the anticline overlook. We have never gone up there, but we are going to plan on that for a future trip. It's a little bit of a walk or a little bit of a drive up there, but it's definitely worth the views. We love this trail. It's just, it's not too difficult. There we are passing the Base Camp Adventure Lodge. And there's a little bit of a climb. And now we're going to start getting into some more kind of sandy conditions. And we get to have a lot more fun with some of these obstacles on the trail. There's a few ledges, nothing the Jeep can't handle. But we do have fun kind of putting the Jeep to the test. Now remember, we did not have to put the Jeep in anything lower than 4-wheel high. So we were in 4-wheel high the entire day. We never needed to go to 4-low. We never needed the lockers. And we did not disengage the sway bar. None of that was necessary. We did air down the tires, as we said before. So you just want to keep that in mind. Airing down the tires does lead to a much smoother ride across these rocks. Some of them can be a little bit jarring. And there's a reminder that we need to stay on the paths. But the paths are pretty clearly marked now. There's a lot of trails where they take the OHVs and they make their own paths, but it's easy to find your way. Well, stop number 2 on the trail is Catacomb Rocks. You see, it was listed on the sign as wind caves.
Yeah.
But this is Catacomb Rocks, and you'll know why they call it wind caves. Once you go inside, the wind kind of blows through there. Actually, there's not much wind today, though.
Perfect.
Maybe it'll be breeze caves today. We're going to go take a look around. We forgot our headlamps.
But maybe we could put the drone up.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
That'd be so cool.
We'll see if we can do that. Catacomb Rocks are basically there's just pile of rocks in the middle of the desert, and you can drive around them completely, and you can find little spots where you can find entryways into these caves, and the caves kind of spider their way all through this large formation. Now, most of the entryways are a little larger. You don't even have to bend over to get in, but this one that we had found just happened to be one of the tighter entrances. You're definitely going to want to try to bring some light. We were using the lights on our iPhones where we could. We just forgot our headlamp. We had them last time, so we weren't able to go quite as deep into some of the caves. But if you don't have the lights, it's not that big a deal. There's a lot of light coming in through the openings on every side of it. You can see it provides just enough light for you to get around. You just want to keep an eye out for critters. We're always careful about that. And the reason that these are nicknamed the wind caves is because you could feel the breeze. Now, there wasn't much wind the day we were there, but when there's even a slight wind outside, the wind starts to get a little bit kind of rip-roaring through these caves. It just works its way through. It's very cool on a hot summer day, and we really enjoy that. And this is just a place where you just scramble around, exploring. Kids, perfect for kids. If you've got kids with you, you definitely want to bring them here. They will have an absolute blast. As you can see, there's so many places to go, and none of this is lit. This is all natural lighting. It looks like they've got spotlights or something set up. Yeah, a really neat place. Yeah, Dan, you're having too much fun. All right, let's head back outside and let's take the drone for a ride and get an aerial view of this beautiful formation. I'm not an expert drone pilot, but I think that a lot of this footage is absolutely amazing. And it's not on the part of a skilled operator by any means. It's just this whole area is so beautiful. It's gorgeous. And there you can see some people we met in their Bronco. Just a beautiful, it's like a Bronco commercial. You definitely do not want to miss this on a visit to Moab. Absolutely gorgeous. All right, now we're going to continue on toward Chicken Corners, continuing the trail. There's a real flat section here where you can get up to speed a little, but just got to be careful because there are dirt bikes and OHVs that use this trail quite a bit. A little bit of mud on the trail, but not much. A little bumpiness. And then, of course, these beautiful rock formations that you're traveling past. Now we're going to climb up a little. You can see there's some bumps. The camera's got stabilization, so it doesn't really show how bumpy it is, but it is pretty bumpy. And now we've got a sign up ahead. Let's take a look. We interrupt this beautiful trail to bring you an important message from Chicken Corners. You know you've arrived at the trail when you see this, I guess, sign. Is that what you would call it? A sign? Yeah. Look at this thing. It's covered. It's ducks, chickens. Looks like a full beer, Mick Ultra there. And somewhere up there on the sign, it says Lockhart Basin and Chicken Corners. So this is kind of if we go that way, if we continue that way, that's the trail to Lockhart Basin. And then right up this way, that is the trail to Chicken Corners. So we're going to attempt to make that part of the trail right now. And Rose, you got a duck for him?
Here it is.
Yeah, we're going to add a duck to the signpost because that's what we do. Hopefully, you know.
We're half-assed and this is where it's going.
Yep.
Woo, on a good spot.
Hopefully we're not breaking any rules.
Well, there she goes. I'm securing her real good.
Okay.
There you go. Yep, she
Right
ain't
in
going
there.
anywhere. Ah, baby.
All right, you ready to move on?
Ready.
Let's do it. Just after the sign, the road takes us near to the Colorado River, and we get some really beautiful views of all of that. I mean, look at this spectacular scenery. Just a wide open area looking down over the river. Gorgeous. Let's take the drone up. So you can see the road follows the river for a while. The camera doesn't pick up how gorgeous this is when you're there. It's an amazing place. Here's a perspective we wouldn't normally get. We were glad we had the drone here. Now this isn't part of the national park, so we are allowed to fly the drone. This is all Bureau of Land Management land. So we're going to take the most of that opportunity to show you a perspective that most people never get to see. There's Dead Horse State Park up there. As you can see, we're going to get back on the road. We're going to head along the river. And right up front, where we get to that next cliff, we come across something a little bit special.
Oh, Joseph Hills Johnson, Moab cattleman and Chief Deputy Sheriff, born December 2nd, 1895, died at this spot on December 30th, 1927.
Let's see how sketch this is.
I just... Please, babe, we're not going to be able to turn around.
Oh, it's not bad. Oh, this is a piece of cake. I just got to get out. Look down. Woo. Woo, doggy.
We ain't chicken.
That's it.
Right, babe? We ain't chicken. She had to sit on that side of the Jeep though, so it was probably a little scarier for her.
He wouldn't let me drive.
No. So when you get here, make sure that if you're going to come up to this spot, you don't pull too far, because look at this. If we tried to pull out there, look at this. This looks like it's not going to last much longer. Yeah, that is getting ready to break right off. That piece right there. Well, I don't know, because it's got a lot below it. But eventually it's going. Chicken Corners is a good place to stop for lunch with a view. So don't forget to bring your lunch. Yummy. From this spot, you can see right up there, that is Dead Horse State Park. I'll put the name at the bottom of the screen. I think that's what it is, Dead Horse State Park. And then right over here is Thelma and Louise Point. That's off of Potash Road. And down past that is Schaefer Canyon. So yeah, it's all, you can see it all from this side. So it's a completely different perspective. Last year we were on the other side. This year we're on this side. You know what? I think we will go over there while we're here, if we have time, do that Potash Trail again, because that was a fun trail. There's your arch, hon.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Rose spotted this arch last year from Dead Horse Point State Park, and we were very happy to be able to see it again. All right, we're going to share some views of this area with you. They're absolutely gorgeous. We hope you enjoy. Fantastic view of the hard part of Chicken Corners. Now we're going to take the Jeep back. We're going to get a unique perspective as we traverse the narrow section here. A lot of it isn't quite so close to the side, but it is a little bit narrow. The rocks kind of are on both sides. We didn't find that we had any difficulty with the narrowness. It's just a little nerve-wracking to be that close to an edge where it is over 1,000 feet down. In fact, here, why don't you experience it with us? Don't forget to look up and see the sights. But not for too long. You got to pay attention to the road. I imagine in rain or bad weather, this might get a little muddy, in which case we may not want to try this. You can see this is probably the narrowest section here. But we didn't have any difficulty. You know, and if you don't want to risk it or head across there are beautiful views from the other side as well. So don't let that stop you from taking this trail, even to this point right here, if you don't want to make that narrow section. We're starting to head back now. You can see it's kind of flat in this section, sandy, a little bit of wetness, and then you can see a couple of UTVs stopped there at the Chicken Corners sign on our way back. More beautiful rock formations. And, you know, it was Memorial Day weekend, so there was a bit of traffic out here. You just got to be careful and make sure you're paying attention. You can see here's a whole parade of Jeeps and UTVs going by that we had to wait for. No big deal. It's all in good fun. Now we're going to start that climb up to another sandy section and down the ledges. You have to go back the way you came in. It's a out and back trail. This isn't a loop. Just watch out for those rocks. We just enjoy the scenery. Now we're climbing back up towards Hurrah Pass, and you can see how narrow it is. Remember, this is a 2-lane road. So if you see somebody coming, you want to plan accordingly. But some of these sections, they're just as treacherous as Chicken Corners is. You definitely want to be on your A game. Don't be distracted by the scenery, although it's very easy to be distracted by the scenery. And then we're back up where we can see the potash ponds in the distance and across the Colorado River. Yep. Stay away from the edge. Now we're going to switch up drivers and give Rose a shot.
How's it going, Rose?
It's going pretty good.
Watch out for the cliff.
All right, Dan, stop giving Rose a hard time. Rose was a little bit apprehensive about driving these trails, but she had a blast.
Rose is rock crawling. There you go. Little gas. Little gas. There you go. Right up. One more bump. One more bump. Got this. She's got this.
Rose is a natural at this. She can drive anything, by the way. Don't let her kid you. So I get to ride in the passenger seat, so I get to enjoy the scenery a little bit more on the way back. And Ruby gets a little bath, of course. That's always fun. As we head back into the canyon, you'll notice that at certain times of day, the experience completely changes because the shadows are gone now that the sun is directly overhead. So we get a little bit of a different perspective and a different view. A little more light in the canyons. Makes it different. No worse, no better, just different. Now we're following along Cane Creek. Now we're on the inside. You see how far our Rose is staying away from the edge? Now we're heading back into the first canyon. What a blast. What a fun day. Look at her, smiling ear to ear.
Well, Rose, what'd you think of that trail?
It was pretty intense.
Yeah, that was definitely a full day trip. What time is it? It's like 2:30 now? I think we started.
3 o'clock.
It's 3 o'clock. We started at about 8:30. But we kind of dilly-dallied. We stopped a lot. We took a lot of pictures, took a lot of videos.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you could probably do it a little bit quicker than we did. But man, we wanted to savor it all because it was awesome. And speaking of taking a long time, we were originally going to do multiple trails and multiple trips in this video, but because that trail had so much, we're going to go ahead and cut the video short here, and then we're going to pick up the other ones in the next video. All right, if you enjoyed that, we hope you'll consider subscribing, and if you do, make sure you ring the bell for notifications so you'll be told every time we post a new video. Make sure to give us those thumbs up. Those likes really help the channel. Yeah, and if you're viewing it on a mobile device, please hype the video. Please remember to hype us. It's free. You can do that. Also, you can follow us on Facebook and Instagram to see where we are in more real time. And stay tuned because we're going to have some more awesome trails just like this Chicken Corners trail. Unbelievable. See you in the next video.